We got married, and shortly after high school, thought that was going to be a quick process, but 3-4 years into marriage, we still didn't have any kids, which then turned into 6 years.
And so it was very discouraging because all my friends were having babies. We were going to little kindergarten graduations and middle school and then eventually high school graduations. I had found a book at work, and it was a baby name book. And so I opened up the book and I started to look at the meanings to these names. All these names that I had thought were very beautiful and I was set on, and these are what we're going to name our children. I was no longer happy with these names. I got flustered and I got aggravated, and I just wanted to say, well, God, why don't you get me? But literally just halfway down was Amaris, and I stopped, and there was just a peace that came over me. And when I looked at what the name meant, it means God has promised. And I took that as, well, thank you, God. You know, I know that I'm going to have a baby. You're going to give me a baby. It's going to happen. You said it. It's right there in black and white. I can't talk myself out of it. It's right here.
A year or two later, I had the opportunity as a newer Christian to go on a hike with some other men from the church on the Appalachian Trail. It included an intense and long time of solitude, just you and God. So I started asking questions and just about life and everything. And then one of them was, she came to me with this name. God has promised, but I'm not so sure. What about a kid? It was very clearly, yes, it will be kids. And I said, whoa, wait a second, kids? Like more than one kid, but kids. And there was, again, a piece about that. And so we thought this is going to happen quickly, and time passed.
But we did. We found a good gynecologist. It came time where after about a year, he brought us in, and after another negative test, he told me that, you know, I'm sorry, I can't do anything else for you.
He said, there's nothing else I can do for you, but I'm going to refer you to a place in Birmingham. The OB doctor said, well, we will contact them, and then they will contact you eventually, but there's quite a long wait list, so don't expect to call immediately.
We get home, and Chris says to me, he says, I'll talk to you. He said, maybe we're not having a girl.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a boy's name. I can push Jesse.
Yeah, because it was coming up on 18 years, and we still didn't have anything to show for it, and I was angry. By that point, I was frustrated, and I got the opportunity to go away to spend some deep one-on-one time just with Jesus. We're married for nearly 20 years. We have nothing to show for it, so I need you to show up in a big way, or else I'm done. Like, if you even exist, if you're even real, I need you to show up now. Jesus showed up in a big way, in a great big way. After all those years of trusting for Amaris, what I had actually been doing is I'd been trusting in the promise as opposed to trusting God. During that time, I found another meaning for Jesse. It means God exists. And that's exactly what I needed right then. Jesse, God exists, and Jesus showed up in a big way. Like I'd done so many other times, I put yet another little home pregnancy test right over, next to where she could get it easily, and she got up, and I went over to go make the coffee. And I waited and listened, and I heard absolutely nothing. And I said, no, not again, Jesus, not again. I went in just to go check on her and comfort her. And what I heard was the softest little giggle.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I didn't know what to say. I was really at a loss for words because I looked at it, and it was a positive test. Oh yeah, when we went to the ultrasound, they said, she says, oh, well, I see at least 2 in there.
Yeah.
And they said, what do you mean at least?
Yeah. But
we'll know for sure when they get heartbeats.
Yeah. There was confirmed to be 2, and then at 16 weeks, we finally learned what we were having, but we already knew.
Yes, because
we had baby A was a boy, baby B was a girl. And so we had finally God exists and God has promised Jesse and Amaris.